That's hilarious that I'm having to try to keep up with Brian. He has that little Volkswagen will go up here. Whew, all right, second part. Let's go. Brian obviously having the time of his life driving this camera car up here. First part of that mountain, we know that it is work. You have got to be on your game with everything, with what gear you're in, where the power band is. I honestly feel like one of the reasons that I couldn't push it as hard as I needed to was, one, I was not active on the shifts. I needed to be in the right spot, the right power band, in order to pull myself through these turns. And the turns that I was in the right power band, I could tell 100%. Now, if you weren't in the power band, if you were in a too high of a gear, let me just go ahead and tell you, the bike is going to feel sluggish. But what a crazy fun bike to have in the mountains. All the energy, the physical energy that it would typically take to lean your bike over, you don't have that anymore. You just have all the brain capacity it's taking to be like, what gear am I in? Where's my power band? Where's the apex? You are learning so much more riding this thing around as compared to like a bigger bike. That I did not come up here expecting that. I come into videos sometimes with some preconceived notions on what the outcome is going to be, and I was like, oh yeah, this bike will flick well into the turns, but that'll be it. I did not expect I did not expect this. Alrighty, boys, here we go. See, now we're on like a higher speed road. So my goal is to like carry speed into these turns, because if I'm not carrying speed, or if I'm not in the right gear, I'm not gonna be able to push through them. But as long as you come in at the right speed and you're in the right gear, this bike is phenomenal. I've got my answer. Can the R3 be ridden spiritedly in the mountains? But I'll wait till the end of the video to give it to you. So the speed limit for the next turn is 20 miles per hour. We're currently carrying 60, so we'll see how that goes. It is an entirely different way of riding this thing up here versus an R6, man. And those bigger CC bikes, totally different. It's an entirely different game. But you are going to end up being such a better rider on this as compared to the R6 or any of the 600cc bikes or any of the bigger engine bikes. You're going to be able to leave out of a ride on this thing and your brain just has to do so much more stuff. You ride this thing for a few years, and then if you upgrade, then you're like, oh, I got more power. Okay, cool. This is easier. This is insane. Whoo! Woo-wee! Nice job, R3. Nice freaking job. Man. Okay. Consensus is in. The R3 can 100% handle a mountain. And my belief is it takes so much more brain capacity to ride that thing fast. I was telling the guys a second ago, a rider that gets an R3 and a rider that gets an R6, given the exact same amount of seat time and everything, the R3 rider would, without a shadow of doubt, if they wanted to be, could easily be a better rider sooner. It is absolutely insane how much more thought process has to go into your body position, the gear, the braking, the apex calculation, the like literally everything takes more when you're trying to do technical riding like up here. Granted, I wasn't able to keep up with the Volkswagen, but I don't have a tracksuit on. We didn't do a sight run. There was a lot of things. That being said, still don't think I could have kept up with the Volkswagen. Brian was effing gone a couple of times. As far as the overall answer, you can totally get an R3. It's capable of highway, so you can ride the highway up to the mountains, and you can ride the highway home and have a really good time up here. So anybody that gives you some bullshit on like, oh, you got an R3, why didn't you get an R6? Tell them because you wanted to be a better rider. Okay, before the sun goes down, we're gonna take photos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and you learned something, that the R3 is a much more capable motorcycle than a lot of people give it. I'm Chaseontwowheels. That's been Brian. That's Luke. Thank you guys for being part of the vid. I do want to try one thing. A company sent me a polarizer that has an ND filter built into it. And I want to test it out because I told them I would. And if I understand correctly, it'll make the bike look cooler. So we're going to see what that looks like. Sandmark. Super scientific testing. All right, so that's without the polarizer and with. Now wait for it. You got to up the ISO. All right, so now if I shift the polarizer, can you guys tell the reflections on the bike? Do they change? Oh, no reflections. Reflections. No reflections. That is so cool. That is way cooler than I thought it would be. Nice job. Okay. Okay, so I tested my things. Sandmark, you make some really cool shit. I bet that would be really cool with the follow car shots, because then you don't have all the glares and stuff. Okay, I'll put a link to this stuff if you guys want to check it out. So we're gonna do photos. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Outro crew, what did you think about the polarizer? Now let's see if this thing breaks. Bye.